You straight?
Wait, no,
I feel it, man.
He be the main nigga. Like, we been straight for 30 minutes.
Drama Kingz podcast. We back another episode. I'm in here with my main men, Kenneth and Rob. Y'all talk to them.
Hey man, Drama Kingz podcast. Your favorite host Ken. Holla at me. Come kick it with Ken. Hey, we on that Brunson for the first time. Hey, shout out my little brother. Shout out my little brother, man. Kind of his birthday was yesterday. You know what I'm talking about? Free the little bro, man. Hey, let's go, dog. Holla at him, Rob.
Yeah, man. Drama Kingz podcast, man. We back in here. Thank God, another day, another episode, man. Y'all rocking with us, man. You know what it is, man. Boat nose, Baracko boat, whatever you want to call me, just call me something. Let's get into it. I'm ready to talk some shit, man.
What you want to talk about?
Say that again, that nickname.
Boat
Baracko
nose.
boat.
This man here,
Baracko boat.
This nigga you sure know how to put it together, brother.
Baracko boat. I was a battle rapper, man. Go check my shit
Baracko
out.
boat, baby.
Houston
my shit
Barcode.
I never was on Barcode.
Which one?
Battle Coliseum.
Battle Coliseum.
Live from the block.
Check it out.
Houston Barcode. Shout out Scotty, man.
Scotty, come holler at my boy, man. My boy said he got 3 rounds for you.
I might jump back in.
My boy got 3 rounds for you, Scotty. Come holler at him, man.
Shout out C Money.
What y'all?
What's going down, man?
I mean, we got a few things we need to discuss.
Like what, man? Holla.
We got a few.
What we talking about?
We ain't gonna put too much on it though.
Put some stank on that motherfucker.
But I want to talk about leaving the nest. When you're a child, adolescent, growing into adulthood.
I got you.
Right.
All right.
I saw. Let me just give you a little backstory on the inspiration of this whole little topic here. So I seen, I believe it was a Facebook post. It might have been Facebook or X. I think I might have been on X.
X or just X?
Twitter, man. We can't.
You was on Twitter. Oh,
no, but you know how the external
I ain't know
links.
what you was talking about.
It'll be authored on, X in the movie. You know what I mean, something like that. But they were saying, in the black community, it's a common thing for parents to push out their adult children at 18.
Right.
But it's like, well, you putting a child out of your home, and they're not prepared for life. They ain't got more than likely might not have an employment. Where they gonna do continued education. But they gotta find out. Find somewhere to live. Find a reasonable job. Transportation. This and the third. They could be have. I don't know if they have children or not. That could be another issue. But it was compared to the rest of society. It's like nobody's putting their kids out at 18. Like you supposed to raise. You should. First of all, putting them out may be a hard way to. That's a harsh way to describe it. You should. The truth. You should. You should chaperone their exit from your house.
Right.
In the most genuine way possible. And me personally,
I can understand.
Me personally, I was trying to be gone when I was 18. I had a car. You know what I mean? At that point, I feel like I was an adult, which I wasn't. Still, adolescent minded. I'm ready to get a job. We think we got it all figured out, and then life hits you by 6 months later.
Shit, quicker than that.
Well, yeah, there you go, quicker than that.
But are the black parents pushing their kids out, or is these kids ready to hit the streets?
There
man?
you go,
because you know what I'm saying.
That's exactly what I meant, because I was ready to dip when I was 18.
I'm telling you, if you just look at all 3 of us when we was 17, 16, 17, 18. I don't know about y'all, but I was gone when I was like around 17.
Yeah, and most people,
16,
I wouldn't
17,
say most.
I was gone.
There's a small group in the black community. Black culture is like, well, you really a man when you get a job.
I was still in high school when I wasn't staying with my mama no more. So
right on.
You know what I'm saying? Look at it like this though. How many people have you ever came across growing up was like, man, listen, bro, I'm scared. I don't want to leave my mama house. I don't want to leave my daddy house. Man, everybody that we knew was like, man, I can't wait to get up out of there.
Yeah,
but
everybody.
Okay, right. But
you know what I'm saying?
Have you ever heard a parent, black parents, say something like, "Oh, you got to get it. I can't wait till you turn XYZ. Oh,
yeah,
you got to get up out of here.
Of course.
Oh, y'all gonna be ready to go. Y'all gonna have everything. Y'all don't need me no more. Y'all gonna live your life going on at 18 though.
Yeah, but it's easier to push somebody out the door when they already running towards it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't.
But not everybody. I don't think everybody is. I feel like also too though you have that mindset based off what was going on in your household at that time. You feel me? So it's hand in hand. You feel like that and you ready to go because they already treating you with so much responsibility. You like I can just do this on my own.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I can just, but you not really ready. You feel me? You not really ready. And if they tell you, hey, listen, I'm just trying to prepare. I'm hard on you because I'm trying to prepare you. You know what I'm saying? Like. Then you would get a better understanding. But it's like, communication is broken. So they down your throat and go get a job and do this and do that. And you like, man, look, man, I'm okay. I'm going to get a job, but I'm going to get a job to do my own thing and prepare myself. You feel me? And I feel like the whole thing is what changes from 17 to 18 for a parent to say, when you turn 18 and you graduate, nothing changes.
You just legal.
You just legal. You still... young-minded, you still, you feel me?
You
like
just legal to make decisions on
to
your
make
own
decisions,
at that point.
certain decisions.
Honestly, bro, just to be real, you ain't really, and this is assuming you have a very established upbringing where your mama and daddy, same household, everything is very established. You got to understand, staying home when your mama already struggling, single parent, it's very different from staying home when you have the foundation is laid for you to be successful in the next 5 to 10 years. You ain't really ready. Nobody is really 100% ready to get out here in this world until you buy. I ain't gonna lie, man. I've heard other cultures like Asians, for example, some Latin cultures, they don't let especially their daughters, they don't let their daughters leave till they about 30, 35.
I was gonna say 25. I was gonna say post continued education. If you graduated college, okay, let us know. And also, let me teach you with another one.
Yeah,
I can't remember what it was, but I saw it was white community. They were discussing like, well, once I get enough money,
What's that white community?
check it out. Once I get enough money, I'm gonna save enough money to buy my children so they'll have enough for a down payment on their first home, and I'm done. That's enough. I've brought you far enough.
Or they do it like this. They'll say, okay, if you go to college, once you graduate college, once you pay off all your student loans, and once you save up for your down payment for your house, then you ready to leave my house.
Facts. They will set you up
for debt free. Like,
they're gonna set you up and put you in position.
There you go.
They're not gonna just say, "Hey, man, look, you turn 18, man. You got to get out. You got to find your own way." But it's all like we said before in another episode. It's all just kind of like rooted.
You see, I think
it's kind of institutionalized.
It's more the black community, bro.
Yeah, it's just been rooted down.
These black parents, like I said, the white community, in the white household. Hey man, make sure you got enough. If your debt taken care of, I'm gonna get you enough for your down payment in the first house. Your starter home. You can get your credit card with $5,000 limit on it, and that should be enough for you to be able to be prepared and responsible for yourself. Versus the black community, as soon as you turn 18, it's boost to asses.
Not everybody in the black community, but majority of black parents.
Ain't no parents tighter than black parents either. I ain't gonna lie. Black parents are tired, man. Hey, I'm tired of dealing with the attitude. You think you grown?
Right on.
Why I gotta deal with everything that all the stress that you bringing me and still take care of you to live as an adult? No, you want to be grown. You know what I'm saying?
You want to be grown. Once you grown, leave my environment.
I mean,
so y'all are for it. So y'all are for y'all kids being 18 and moving out.
I want to be able to not have to do that. I mean, really, I'll be able to. Like, it ain't like they gotta. I mean, your room gonna stay your room.
If knowing what I know now,
it's not like.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
Nah, you good, my boy.
Knowing what I know now.
Yep.
Look,
light on light crime.
Check it out. Experiencing what I experienced leaving the house that early, I would not recommend that to my children.
I wouldn't either.
Hey man, I know you're ready to be grown. I feel you. I'm with you on that. But I'm telling you, it's not. You got to be able to see far, way beyond the horizon.
So now, I have also seen in a lot of cases that, hey, you want to go?
So that's what I was gonna say. So y'all would give free will.
You know what
like
I'm saying?
I'm not gonna put you out. You
can't legally hold them now.
Well, not legally hold them, but saying like you said, like, hey man, listen, I don't recommend it. Go ahead and stay here.
Just wait for a little while.
But you're not. Y'all are both saying in agreements that you're not gonna say, hey, when you 18, you gotta go.
Nah, yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
You're not gonna. Okay.
If
my oldest child right now is 17.
Yeah.
He about to be 17 in August.
My oldest boy, you know, he look when you think it's the boys or the girls that got it most.
So what you mean?
Got the worst one to leave.
No,
the worst one to leave.
The girls can stay. The boys is always.
No.
I'm saying.
I feel like the girls always can. The girls, I feel like the girls' mentality, they want to be on their own.
Yeah.
But I feel like that they get more leeway to stay if they wanted to stay. I feel like as a boy, you got to
kicking boys out.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
You a man now.
It's right whoever the oldest.
That shit wrong.
It's whoever the oldest. Whoever the oldest gonna be the one more likely to say, "Hey, I'm ready to go." The youngest one is gonna see everything that happened with the. If you have 3 to 4 kids, trust me, the youngest one is gonna see everything that the oldest ones went through, and they are gonna look at that as examples of things that they don't want to go through. They seen the move out, have to move back in. They seen the leave and have to borrow money from the parents every other week just to cover your living expense. We ain't even talking about just to have fun and enjoy the stuff that you like.
So do you think it's more so about, whether you're a single child or whether you have siblings to where that decision comes in? Because most single, if you're a single child, then you're not
I'm with him.
You ain't pressed to leave, and
I would agree with him because when you are, like I said, if you're the eldest child, you're kind of sort of a conservative for your siblings anyway. So you may just be looking for relief for that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So
I was the youngest child, but like I said, I was just ready to get away. I was just ready to be an adult. And I kind of maybe share the same sentiment.
Maybe it's because when we were kids, we was doing adult things before. So
there you go.
When you finally got that legal,
like now
aspect, I can do it. I'm gone.
Yeah, but also another point about it, if let's just say they let them leave. You want to go, like Kenan said. If you want to go. But at the same time, hey man, you don't forget where home at. You can always come here.
Yeah.
Versus don't come back. You leave, you grown, don't come back. You don't ask me for no money.
At that point you asking for trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Which one?
The leave, don't come back.
Okay, right.
I'm not extending no hand.
It should always be a revolving door as a good parent.
At the end of the day, you still a parent.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Should be like what's
it's
coming.
Just.
You gotta let people bump their head. It's unfortunate that
Especially
you start off
kids.
at that young age, but it's like we say, it's determining factors as to why a kid wants to leave. And like you said, one of the biggest things is probably like just tired. Like I got siblings, I see my mom going to work and all that, and I gotta help, but I don't even get to enjoy myself because I gotta help, and it's wrong. It's a wrong mentality. But when you at that age, like you said, you ready to go out and explore and say, well, if I'm working, I'd rather have my money and go and do my own thing. 2, it probably helps my mom out if I'm not in the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm one less person she got to deal with. So
that was my whole thing. Like when I left, like even to this day, like what am I asking my mama for anything for? You know what I'm saying?
When you working,
Yeah.
Just period as a man, like I go without before I put a burden on my mama. Like y'all niggas out here still asking y'all mama for money and you know what I'm saying? Shit, like what the what you doing, bro?
Let me hit you with something else.
Even your daddy, I'm at this age now, like I can see your father is more likely, like, go to your daddy if that's something that you need, especially as a man, because you could talk to your pops. Right, you know what I'm saying? He knows the type. It's gonna be. See, a lot of these young brothers don't understand either. It's gonna be very different for you as a young black adult male out here trying to get in corporate America. I said it 100 times. I say it again. my opinion, corporate America is not meant for the black man. It's just not, in my opinion.
Let me ask y'all this.
You know what I'm saying? So
let me lay something else on Kenny real quick.
Go ahead.
You feel like
pause, please.
I feel like we're getting real deep in it. You know what I mean? Pause.
Please.
Check it. Look, let's check him out though. You feel like, well, Robert too.
Take a shot every time.
I gotta put
by my full name.
Look,
Jesus Christ.
do you feel like kicking kids out at that early age will put them in survival mode, or breed a surviving individual, versus when you shelter them or allowing them to stay? That's they're no longer like living in survival mode, quote unquote.
This 2024 ain't no more survival mode for these kids. Survival mode starts way before you get put out.
I feel like it's what you go by. Like you said, survival. I feel like it's how you brought up. If you're raised off survival or love, love is always going. You can stay baby however long, get yourself survival. If your parents had to come up and they had to, do what they had to do. Hey man, listen. Like I said, it goes back to and sometimes they might not. Sometimes let's not deem it as like all black parents are just booting you out. Sometimes they might boot you out in a loving way. They might tell you, hey man, listen, it's a little better if you go ahead and you do your thing, and you feel me, like I got 3 more kids. You feel me, go ahead and you know what I'm saying. Now the thing is though, like we said, the bad part about it is when they put stipulations on it until you don't come back. If you're gonna go out there, go ahead and go out there and don't. You should encourage your kids, hey man, listen, you can stay as long as you want. I would encourage you to go out, get your own first apartment. And if you need some help, go ahead and come back. But go ahead and do your thing. Go test the waters.
You don't have to forget where home is.
Exactly.
See, I think you have to look at it in this point of view as a child. Are my parents or parent or whoever is bringing me up, are they really prepared for me to be here? I'm 18. Are they prepared for me to be here for another 12 years? You know what I'm saying? You have to think about it like that too. Everybody ain't now at this point you grown. Everybody ain't able to house a grown adult for 12 more years. While you figure it out. And and then you gotta think about it. People get resentful, bro. Like you let's just say your parent 50. You 25, you go out here with a full-time job, but everything you get, you saving.
Right.
To start a life. But everything I get, I gotta still provide a life for you because you here.
Right.
But you shouldn't, but that should be then at that point in time, then that should have been a conversation and say, like, you can save, but you should still be paying bills, though. You should still be, because it's the one thing about, mooching, and then another thing about, like, sacking it, slaving and saving.
Sacking and saving.
Yeah.
That's what I was finna say.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to that store.
I get that, but I'm just,
because it shouldn't necessarily be like you stand and then you just, everything that I'm working for, I gotta help contribute to you. Nah, you grown motherfucker, but this is a place for you to, it's a place for you to, continue to get yourself together, but at the same time, like, you're not finna just live off me no more. That stopped at 18. So even when you're 18 years old, I feel like you shouldn't have to leave, but you should have a little bit more responsibility. Okay, like, this light bill is yours.
You should.
This water bill is yours. Still, it should be just preparation. I don't feel like in the black community there's enough preparation.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
Yeah,
there is not enough preparation. Like I said, man, I was gone, and I was gone at 18 and a half. No, right before my 19th birthday, I was gone. You know what I mean? So, but I've experienced so much stuff and had to figure out so much stuff because I want to be grown.
Facts.
You know what I mean? It's like, dang, maybe this was a good decision. It's fun at times until, like you said, responsibility and life start life, and it's like, man, I don't want to be an adult no more.
Preparation comes with what you see. Like, how can you prepare for life when the person that you watch, that raised you watching them struggle? What kind of preparation can you do?
Right on.
Exactly, and then also too, you've been in school, don't teach you that. So this whole 12 years you've been in school, they never prepared you for life. So your parents shouldn't think like, oh well, you just did all school 12 years, it's time to go. No, that's part of you, because school don't teach you about credit. They don't teach you about, managing.
Taking out a loan.
Yeah, managing finances and all that. So,
but if your parent don't know about that either, then
exactly,
what difference does it make?
Exactly.
So it's just rooted down. You feel me? But why is it rooted down with blacks? So you said in the white community. So what's the difference? Where's the lack?
That blew my mind.
I mean, it just depends. It depends on what white community you talking about, because it's some that's the same way. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the knowledge that's available to you. You know what I'm saying? So,
we're on the outside looking in, but it could be the same thing.
If you ain't, if them same white people ain't getting the same type of knowledge that you getting about credit and all this, you know what I'm saying? What the term trailer park trash don't come from nowhere.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying? It's all.
I also believe it has to do with the way people will view you. Like for instance, like you still stay with your mama? Well, yeah, because I can't afford a home. Well, yeah, I'm still in school. I'm an undergraduate. I can't afford to go to school and work a job to maintain a lifestyle and a house and blah 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 blah. Third, I still drive this 95 Honda because I can't afford a new car. Right. So I gotta stay at home, drive a 95 Honda. When I graduate, I'll get a good job that's paying me $150 a year. Okay, now I can go get me a Porsche.
That's kiddie shit, man.
Yeah, but that's how people will look at you, right?
Yeah, but at this point, nigga, if you already in grad school and college, you should be you shouldn't be even what somebody think about you shouldn't even be one of your concerns. Exactly. Like if you're gonna use that as a reason to move and struggle, you a damn fool.
Right on.
But that's how society is sometimes. Some society can play a mind trick on you.
That's how it is. There's a social standard that you need to be. There's a social standard that you should have it together if you're an adult. No matter what, no matter how far along the path you are, you could be just started the path. If you're an adult, you should have it together. You should have your own vehicle, a place to live on your own.
That's an unwritten rule that you should never be in a position to where right now I'm not at my best. It's an unwritten rule. You're supposed to always continue to based off what society is saying.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But it's
also social media and all of that.
It's also an unwritten rule, and I know we both went to major university. Did you go? You went to TSU?
No,
U of H?
I didn't.
No 4-year. So we know. It's still an unwritten rule that if you in college, you get a pass. It's always been like that. If your car raggedy because you're in college, you cool.
You right.
If you eat noodles every night, you in college, you good.
I'm in film school right now.
You know what I'm saying? There you
go.
On. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, Robbie, he in film school.
You still stay with your mama, or you still stay at home. You know what I'm saying? Or you in college? Oh yeah, you good. It's always been a pass. You know what I'm saying? But it becomes a problem when you ain't doing shit with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like
I can agree with that.
Goddamn, my boy, hey man.
As long as you trying, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it should be. As long as you trying and you putting in work. Because you're not always, you got to start from somewhere, It has to be a journey before you get to your destination. But on your journey, if you just, going ahead and you mooching and you ain't really trying to get nowhere, you feel me? Like, your parent has the right to say, hey, listen. So when you turn 18, if I don't see, you ain't signed up for college, you just think you finna just lay around here and I got to go to work still. And I've been going to work for past 18 years. No, my brother, you got to get out and.
So you go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, so you don't like that movie Step Brothers then?
That's my favorite movie.
That shit was hilarious.
Them boys was 40, B.
40.
Look, what if the nest?
They was trying though.
What if the nest don't even belong to your parents?
Hey, that's another.
That's a difference now.
Yeah, fact.
Let's be clear. This my daddy's house. It's a difference.
You know what
I'm saying? I've been running shit. It's a difference.
Step Brothers.
Look at baby boy.
Right on.
She want to put him out,
that's
but
another example.
She ain't left the nest. It's a whole. It can go.
Grandma's
deeper.
house.
It's grandma. This my grandma's house.
Right on.
You want me to leave the nest? You ain't never left the nest, so you gotta.
That's a mean one, there, man. I ain't think about it like that.
Yeah,
hey man.
But let's just a little bit on the Step Brothers. You saw they was 40, and their parents was wholeheartedly with them, and whatever we may call them excuses, whatever reasons that they were still at home at 40.
They were slow. The movie portrayed them as being slow. Let's keep it real.
Boats and hoes.
You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real, bro.
Catalina wine mixer,
my boy,
man.
shout out Step Brothers, man. Boats and hoes, baby.
Would Step Brothers have been as funny if it was black? If it was black?
Nah, because that kind of funny is not acceptable in the black community.
So was it? It wasn't like dry humor though, because they had
it was weird, quirky comedy, bro. Black people don't like that shit. Just imagine.
So that wouldn't have worked if it was like Martin and Eddie.
Nah.
For
certain. Well,
that's crazy because would life work? Would life have worked if it was 2 white people?
If it was Will Ferrell and George Clooney?
Yeah, would it?
Nah, they would know.
No, it wouldn't. Nah, George Clooney ain't no comedian though.
My fault. But you get what I'm.
So Owen Wilson and Will Ferrell couldn't have did life. I think they could have.
It's not gonna work, B.
With a supporting cast.
I don't even want to picture it
because. Yeah, me neither. Me either.
Not necessarily the comedy, but more so the plot.
The image is already burning our heads.
No,
so
I don't. You know what? I don't think so because we going off topic, but that's know why, bro? Because you get. You want to know what's crazy about it? Because a lot of what made life funny, bro, was the fact that white folks didn't like niggas.
Right on.
Yeah,
so that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a
so
fact.
it was structured based off like racism.
You can't folks, and how you can't white folks get treated like that in jail
because they got life
and the
indirectly based off something that they didn't even do.
The story setting back then with the whole
child life, man, that's one of the greatest.
One of the greatest.
Actually, when you got if you have like 2 powerhouses like Will Ferrell and what's the other guy name?
Owen Wilson.
They have a lot of on camera chemistry. They have a lot of movies together. But if you have 2 powerhouse comedians like that. Just like Eddie Murphy and Martin was, who's the white Bernie Mac to kind of come in there and, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Life had life had 2 powerhouses, but they had a
Who's the white Anthony Anderson?
They had a whole Golden State Warriors
exactly.
KD team. Like they had a team of like
it was crazy, everybody. Bro. The cast was crazy.
I can't go home to my mama like this.
Bernie Mac
was in there. The cast was crazy. Dog.
Yeah, it was. But yeah. Stop kicking your kids out at 17, going back to what we was initially talking about.
I think it has a lot to do with just the parents want freedom themselves.
Exactly.
That's what I said. The parents and the kids.
Right on. Okay.
They both want freedom. You know, right. They want, and now, like you said, you can't legally hold them no more.
And and it's not even just freedom as an adult, financial freedom. Yeah. Like the burden is gone. Which brings me to another point. About the whole thing, it's adults right now our age that blame their parents for not setting them up for life. Like, oh, my mama ain't leave me no house, my daddy ain't leave me no money.
Right on.
Yeah.
Now, our generation right now, you have to ask yourself, what steps have you? What do you have in place right now? If you die today or tomorrow, that your kids can just walk into a financial
ideal
freedom
situation.
Can your kids do that right now?
No.
So why the fuck you mad at your mama and daddy still?
Yeah.
Because they
might be still working on it.
Who cares? If something happened to you right now, working on it don't mean nothing.
And then people don't even think about the fact of the matter, like when your parents had you.
I was going to say that goes into
20 years.
Kids,
when you had,
because you got to think again. The guy I can going back to this reference with this dude. The guy that I was talking about, once I save enough money for my kids, well, whatever, for his first starter home, then that's set up for me. He like 65. When they 20, he hitting 60. So if you having children at a young age, of course you're not gonna have it ready, like what Kenneth just said. Of course you're not gonna be ready. You're not gonna be prepared because you didn't have time to prepare. You had children way too early. You know what I'm saying? I was a kid when I had a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm still trying to figure it out and do my thing, and now I gotta figure it out for somebody else.
You had supposed to already, according to the American dream, you supposed to already be walking in your purpose by the time you have children. You supposed to already have a household and a good place of employment, et cetera, et cetera. That way you can start piling up and stashing for you to get married and have children, just like on life. Get married, good coming folk. Get married, have kids. What it said, settle down, have a baby.
Which brings up another point, another topic for another day. The regular common working.
Does the American dream still exist?
Nah.
Yeah, it exists, but it costs way more money.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the American dream is what you make it yourself.
I think it's dying.
It's been dying.
The common working folk can't set their child up. Let's just be real.
Exactly.
Right on.
Especially not in this economy.
The common working folk can't even buy themselves a house, let alone set my child. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have you have to tap into a whole nother set of knowledge and skills and information that you ain't.
But setting your kids up shouldn't
saying?
always just point like you were saying. They get mad, but they get mad at the financial aspect. If you can't do it financially, you still supposed to, put the knowledge in them and tell them, hey man, listen, nobody taught me about credit, so I want to tell you about. You still should give them pointers to show them, hey, I wasn't able to do this because nobody taught me. So I don't have the financial means to put you in position. But I do have some knowledge about, if somebody would have told me this, if my dad or mom would have told me this, I probably would have been able to pass it down to you in a financial way. But I couldn't, so I can give you the knowledge so you can go out here financially and get it and pass it down to your son or your daughter.
I mean, are we even teaching our kids that?
Nah.
Like, honestly, even though we know about credit right now, how many conversations have you had with your son about credit?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just being real.
Because it's something that's in your daily.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't.
It's on the list.
We could
gonna talk
go
about
on and on, bro. We could have. You can have a whole episode based on credit.
We gonna let you teach us.
You can have a whole episode based on investing. You can have a whole episode based on financial literacy. You can know all these things if you ain't. Like I said, my oldest child, 17. If I ain't told him nothing about credit, and I know about it now, the fact that I have struggled with it, went through it, built it up, tore it back down. If I ain't told him none of this, what the fuck do it matter?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He'll be in the same
it,
situation.
What you was gonna say, Rob? I thought you had another point to add to it.
I forgot.
Don't worry. It don't matter, man. Cause
stop putting bills in your kids' names.
That's what you need to stop doing, man.
That's the first.
You know what I mean? It'll help.
I forgot.
It'll help if the bills were in their name, man. But we're gonna talk about it, man. Drama Kingz podcast. Make sure y'all go on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Where else we at? We I don't know. We working on X, man. Go ahead, take them out, Rob and Ken.
Fire episode, man. I'll pass it to Ken, let him close it out, man. But yeah, man, it's a fire episode. Everything we talked about, man, it's subjective. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's subjective based off, it's real life, but it's subjective. But we don't never try to step on nobody's toes. But if you one of them people that if you one of them people that's gonna kick your kid out at 17, 18, and not formulating a plan for them, shame on you, man.
Maybe the problem is that for that topic in the black community, maybe the problem is that it's too subjective and not black and white, not clear cut. Maybe every other culture is making it black and white and we making the bullshit subjective. Maybe that's our problem.
To fit our narrative, to fit our lifestyle, to make it convenient for us. Let us know in the comments. Down in the comment section, say something.
We justifying our car payments.
Justifying our means.
Drama Kingz podcast. We gon'
subscribe.
Hey, man.